Do.
Enjoy.
Ooh.
What's turn? What?
Ah.
The Fat Warhammer Podcast.
We be jamming. Yeah, we just jammed that shit up. Hello, everyone. Good evening. We're here. How you all doing?
Hello,
Silence.
Jason.
Silence.
Glad you
Jason.
joined us for and Stan Lou.
Hey, Stanley Lou. Good to see you, bud. Awesome. So, yes, hello, everyone. We are here. We're back. We're doing our thing. We have over there the usual Brad.
Well, usual, no. We have him back.
I'm back.
We have him back. He wasn't back.
Guess
he wasn't
who's
here last
back?
week. Yes, he was weird.
Brad is back.
I was busy doing work. Yeah.
Every now and then it does happen. Yes.
Brad actually works. We all look at him and think he has the dream job. The truth of the matter is, he has the worst job.
Yep.
He has to supply all of us.
He has to
With Warhammer.
put up with our shit.
Yes. So, yeah.
There's just so much good stuff coming out. It's just
Too much.
oh, my word.
Yeah. So anyway, we have Brad again. We have a guy talking over here saying that's what she said.
What's up? I
Yes.
did not say that. How
You said
dare
it in
you?
front of your mom.
Yes. Ciao, mama. Ciao, papa. They know how I am. That's okay.
Exactly. And then we have me.
Sven.
And Sven has arrived. Good times. Good to see everyone with us tonight. Tonight we are doing our thing.
Just talking rubbish, ending a season.
Yeah, basically
And
we're just
ending the
all
world.
gonna
ending the world. Same thing we do every night.
end the
Pretty much.
world. Yeah. Sound should be a little bit better this week than last week. Last week we lost our mark. This week our mark stood up and raised itself from the dead. I think it was inspired by last weekend's preview.
We're gonna call it Lazarus, the mic.
Or we could just call it a
Mike
Soulblight,
Zarus.
dude.
Soul blood.
I think Lazarus is Mike
Mike
Zarus.
Zarus.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
SBR.
No, on
SBR.
Soul Blight,
Gravelord.
SBG. SBG, bitch.
SBG. SBG.
Can I make a hand signal for that?
Gang style.
Gang sign for SBG. Yeah.
I think we lean with
G. G. Fuck yes.
Now do the quickly.
the Vince's one. SBG.
SBG.
Soul blood Gravelords. Soul blood.
Spugler. Spiegel.
Spiegel.
Done. That's it. We got it.
Let's see who we got there. We got Betty and Priscilla. How we all doing there?
No.
Yeah, good to see everyone tonight. Tonight we're just pretty much going to be ending off a season. It's not really... It's just a season. Okay, we're just changing things around, but we'll elaborate more on that later on.
It's more of a normal thing. It's
yeah,
like
it's a cycle.
Yeah.
We're just adding to the entropy. Yes.
But every time we open our mouth, that happens. But yes.
Basically, specifically him. Now, right. What are we starting off? But first of all, we're going to do some news. We're going to talk about what's happening in the community and what the community has been doing to itself and us and everything in the last while. Yeah, let's talk about the news. So, first of all,
this weekend.
what happened this last weekend? We had the preview, but we've got a lot more on that. We'll talk about the preview later. That'll pretty much be just the
Main segment.
blob of the show.
Then
We also had, Brad finished his Hurricanum.
that was after that. Well, before that, we had the AOS tournament at the shop.
Oh yes, Age of Sigmar tournament at the shop. How did that go?
Yeah, it was good. We had some new players who are new to the community joined, so that was good. And then, it was first time back after a long time. So
Yeah, exactly. So getting
Just
back
trying
into
to,
the swing of playing Sigmar.
Getting back in. It's always nice to see armies
So what's happening this weekend?
What's happening this weekend? This weekend we have 1,250 points of Warhammer 40k happening on Sunday at the Batcave Comics and Games in Hillcrest. Yes, limited seats, so please book now. I don't know why I have the accent, but it's happening. So that will be happening this Sunday. It should be very, very cool. Looking at Grand Tournament. Probably one of the first Grand Tournament events down here in the coast ever. Because we have had COVID. So no one has ever been able to run any Grand Tournament events anyway. So yes, it'll be quite fun.
So, did you just put a Grand Tournament on the name? It's like, our first Grand
No,
Tournament.
it's using the Grand Tournament
Rules book.
Yes, that's all. It's not that it's actually a Grand Tournament.
I just named it. This is the first Steve tournament for the year. Like, it is not a Steve tournament. It's very unique. One of a kind.
Yes, all the Steve tournaments. Then we have, what else is happening in the news? Okay, the Batcave tournament's happening. The Durban War Games Club will be starting a crusade from next week. From the 1st of April for the next 3 months.
It's not next week, is it?
Yeah, 1st of April next week sometime.
It's
Thursday.
24th today, so...
Oh, it must be 7 days. Oh, okay. My schedule's faster than I thought it was.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So we've got that happening from the 1st of April. There will be a lot more details for everyone who is connected in any way to the Durban War Games
And if
Club.
you're not, why are you not?
Exactly.
Go join.
Exactly.
Yeah, so at the beginning of April, we're going to be doing some learned plays and stuff at the shop. So a whole bunch of learned plays, but different games and things. So definitely Thursday, first Thursday. Yeah, it's first Thursday.
That'll be next week, and that'll be the first day of
Yeah,
crusade.
so we'll be doing some learned plays, which we'll post about at some point in the next week. And then,
which also reminds me, last Saturday we had the what's it? We had some Warcry happening and some Blood Bowl
Specialist
at
games.
the Kapow, and that's really cool because
How did
we
that
had
go?
a big turnout there.
Nice.
A lot of players got to go and play some Blood Bowl. Warcry is always a quick and fun game, so lots of support there. Yeah, so generally it looks like people are ready to play again. As always, though, we will drop the caveats. First, please be careful. COVID is still a thing. We don't want to egg the third wave on.
Don't help this guy. Don't.
No. Speaking of that guy, let's take a look at what you guys have done. If you'd like to go and stick him over there. Brad, show us. What is it?
it's the Hurricane. I don't think it, but it's the bottom half of the Hurricane, which is my custom conversion. Some dudes on
I
it.
think you can push the base a little bit more back. Maybe it helps.
Hey.
Yeah.
And
This
this
is hiding behind this.
This is the upper part.
This is the upper part. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's roll 20 on intelligence. There we go. Then
Awesome. So, Brad, what is it made out of?
So this is the main body is a screaming bell, Skaven, and then some terrain pieces from some of the 40k stuff.
hey, I didn't say roll a 20. Come on.
Oh,
Help me out.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it's like pops and barrels and a bit of like the what's it called? The wheelie thing. They're not the wheels. The
Tracks?
Those weird track things, they're from the
car
like weird
from
machines
terrain.
from terrain, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like some a bit of terrain stuff and a bit of Mechanicus terrain. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of a mash between the two. So
It's a Frankenstein.
grey water fastness hurricane. Coming in and breathing smog at everything and all the coolness. And we'll find out hopefully when's the release. Techless releases this coming or it goes
This
in
weekend,
pre-order.
it goes in pre-order.
Pre-order Saturday, and then
Next
hopefully
week.
next week Saturday we'll find out, and probably between then we'll find out if they're making the Hurricane
Good.
different at all. It's good already, so like I hope they just like leave it alone. Everyone's just
Don't
like,
hurt it.
don't touch our Hurricane. Please.
Yeah.
He's fine as he is.
Then, what else was the other conversion we were busy with there? Show your...
I'm busy on the.
Nice.
I'm gonna move your hurricane.
That's fine.
There he goes.
There we go.
Do I have to pay copyright for this? No.
Not yet.
I'm busy on the base. I can get a bit closer, can I?
Yeah.
Hey. But my converted demon prince of Nurgle. You know what?
When
So
Girly
great.
Man, when Girly Man gets
Gets the pox. Yes. The plague.
It's COVID girly man.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's him. And on the base, I mean, it's still finished. I mean, it's about to be finished, but there's going to be a third Nurglin. Speaking of which, can you guys find
Can
it?
you see the Nurgle?
Holding like stuff. I'm going to show you at the end of the show, and then another one on top here. And there is one swinging. I don't know if you guys can see between his legs, swinging from the bell right there. But pictures are going to come, whatever. And he's my demon prince.
As all
For
Warrior
Nurgle.
players know, it's the crotch shots. That
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
big hats and crotch stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's what makes every single.
I had a
event.
moment the other day where I was like, I found the head, of the Nurgling guy from Sigmar. The guy that is riding the beast.
Oh,
He
yeah,
has
yeah.
the Nurgling head, and
Yes.
it fits perfectly. I was like,
Oh, he's got a funny head.
but
it's like,
I like this three-pointed crown too much, so I was,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that one.
that's the big brother from Vodkin Hand.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the big brother's helmet.
yeah. This head, yes, this is the main brother. The one from the one I cannot remember the
What is
Gorgot Demon Spew. There it is. That's the name.
No, Demon Spew is one of the Maggot riders as well.
That's my point. His head, the one with
Yes,
the Nurgling
Demon
head.
Spew is the Nurgling
Yes.
head. Yes, yes,
He's
that's right. Yeah, he's fine.
Would have been cool.
Let's see,
But
what else we got in the news? Drakari are out. People
Yes.
are buying them. They've got the most coolest frickin' start collecting. What's it called? What's the thing called? Combat Patrol Box. Combat Patrol Box of notes. Tying into that, by the way, one of our sponsors, the Unseen Shop, is doing a very cool thing where you buy a Starts Collecting or a Combat Patrol Box, and you get the free relative book, Battle Tome or Codex with it. Obviously, when it comes to the Combat Patrol Boxes, they only apply to ones that actually have Codexes. So, yeah.
is there a combat patrol that doesn't have a codex?
No. But the thing is, like, buying a Start Collecting...
I mean, you can get a
Start
space
Collecting Chaos Space Marines one now.
that'd be pointless, but like,
Yes.
oh, you can. And you
You can. You still
it
get
for
the really cool
historic-
Codex.
for historic purposes.
It's also one of the thickest Codexes ever. That's the Chaos Space Marine Codex is DAC.
with a PH. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fat.
it's spelled DAC with a PH.
DAC. Silent.
Yes. Like the king.
Shivers.
E.
Shivers. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, that's basically that. Anyone got anything to say about the Drakari or anything cool?
Well, I'm actually about to read the codex. I wanted to do it in the next few days just to have an idea of what they can do.
I think they're going to be fun.
I think so. The power level is really interesting, and I like how the army, what I've seen so far, is how the power from pain works. But I will read it properly and tell you more about this. In fact, segue, but maybe there's
Segue?
something coming. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Also, the weird new battalions.
Right.
Books of Rust.
Right. So
Those are not narrative.
yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're under match play section.
Then they stuffed it up because they tell you to check reserves with power levels and not points. Why would they do that? So
I'm not following, but I'll have to read the
Guard-
looks. We'll analyze this in a future episode. We'll actually take a better look at this because I think giving it a few weeks to let the books, what the Book of Rust actually sits in, and let people go through it and understand it better. I think, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd
Currently,
be
my research on
very
it's going.
disappointed.
Yeah.
I'd be very disappointed if they go, here's a book, and for rules that are like books that haven't come out yet. So
It's exactly what's happening.
it's like,
Well, the stuff
play
like,
for
the
rules.
thing is, like for example, the stuff for the house, the knight's house in there, is cool. But if you're playing an Imperial Knights army, you're not going to use it. You'd rather stick with what you have.
But it's the same
Not
for
that
Death
you're
Guard.
playing Imperial Knights in 9th edition because they're me.
I mean, you could.
But
if you've got
It's
running
the same
tanks-
for Death Guard. The rules are not that great. You can teleport Poxwalkers. And
yeah, I know. But that's the thing. They're nice
I'd
little
rather have it
things
be
there.
garbage rules than be like
Yes.
super strong.
Yes.
No, to me the issue, but we'll talk about the issue
It's like,
just somewhere else.
Just release a book and we ignore it, rather than release a book and everyone have to buy it.
That's
Pretty much. That's pretty much what's happening.
Jason's very much looking forward to seeing the new Drakari Codex. There's no reasons why. He just is. Jason, well done. Yeah.
They are a good army. I mean,
Hey,
now they're
Robert's
gonna be a
joined
good
us.
army.
Good to see you, bud. Hey. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Anyway, so
We should
right,
have,
I think we're
something,
on to our next section now, which is basically nothing. We're giving up entirely on everything, and we're not caring
Life is
anymore
pointless.
about what your thoughts are on anything at all.
Never did.
Yeah, we're just doing this for our own ego, and that's the fact of it. Right, so on to the section we've been looking at, the previews.
So they're pretty cool.
Did you have to do that? We're going to do that every time now. Every time Brad has to provide that little piece of noise. Okay. Okay, so previews. Right, let's go on to the previews. Right, we watched it together this last weekend. What did you guys think? Were you satisfied? Were you unsatisfied? Before we go through it all.
It was probably one of the better sneaks that happened. I mean, there wasn't any like chaos around it beforehand, so it was just straight up GW telling us things. Maybe it's just long term before, but it was kind of. I wasn't expecting anything, and I wasn't disappointed.
Okay.
Maybe that's the thought on that.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I was super happy. I loved it. Most of it.
Maybe we've been expecting it for so long that.
Well, yes.
And the little sneak peeks we had were kind of.
Potato can. Is that what you're talking about?
No, like the one that leaked, or the shadow, the outlines of things.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to be that, this is going to be that. We're kind of on, I think we were off with one of them.
No?
I mean, the flaming hair people, but we'll get there.
Oh, we
I
thought
don't
there
think
were
we
going to
got
be some kind of...
Inquisition or fiery system.
I mean, technically it is Inquisition. Technically,
but-
it's just not 40k.
Yeah.
Well,
But cool, yeah.
the
So there's some
40k
really
universe,
cool-
not game.
Yeah.
It's not working.
What are we trying to show?
It's not working. My stuff.
Sure, alternative screen.
It's not even it. It's just being silly. So let me just set this thing properly here.
Finally getting the Soulblight update.
Yep,
The
very
timeline
much
on that,
needed.
Like,
We know they're coming. I mean, we knew they were coming because we had seen the Potato Cam model. So, yay. But now we know that there is a book coming. There is zombies. There
there's
is
a whole bunch of new models.
Dead Walker zombies.
I'm
there
sure there's
is-
even more releases.
Oh,
that they
yeah.
haven't told us about.
There's going to be more.
Especially since Lumineth finally dropped.
Ooh,
That's nothing
yes.
that happened this last week.
And that's
It's
also, like we said before, it was very interesting how they did the Lumineth. The fact that they are, that they're releasing a book that's got the Lumineth rules in it, and the new book with all the rules in it. So now you don't need to take your old book and replace it. You can just use the Techless book with it. And that's very cool. Because it's not a...
I'm going to outline something that I do believe is relevant.
Yes?
This is the usual GW that you don't need this to play. You can play without it. Until, fuck, I actually need to buy this because otherwise I cannot use this, that, and that.
That's
So,
true. Yeah.
You're still going to have to buy the Battle Tome anyway.
I mean,
I'm telling
you
you
can
now.
You see, Travis goes over here, he agrees that ignoring the expansion literatures is simpler. I kind of agree, because it gets to the point of the problem we had with the old edition of the 17,000 books.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sven's asking, are these pants or pajamas?
Mine.
All day, people have been asking me the same thing. They're neither. No, they're both.
They're shirts.
No, they're actually pants. They're actually pants. They've got pockets. They're cargos. But they're cargos. Either that or they're really well-equipped pajamas. Because
You never know.
You never-
Maybe
exactly.
Zombie apocalypse. Or
Well, if you get around while you sleep, just saying.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, so on to the actual preview stuff. Right, we had these bad boys. Who are super bad.
Best cavalry
They are so good.
ever.
Blood
so
Knights. Dun, dun, dun.
And they look cool. The old models were great. These new models just look great.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like, truly, truly amazing. And, yeah, I mean, how can you... Like, I kind of want them, and I want to turn them into other things.
Yes. Gender equality, everything.
Hey, are these the hooves that they showed on... No, they're not the Chaos hooves.
I
Oh,
don't think so.
okay then. Well, then we had the cool skeletons.
Which is
The Death Rattles.
a great, like, you bought,
This is a step up.
you bought the
Massive.
Underworld team.
Yep.
It kind of fits. You buy
Yeah.
the, what's the shadow? The Blood City, what's it called?
Curse City.
Cursed City.
Yep.
You get a bunch more.
They're all usable in Sigmar, they said so. So, yay.
Yeah,
Some of the talkers, do you think they're on 28 mil or do you think they're on 25?
25.
those look like 25.
25 mils.
I mean, they could scale up and just be like,
That could be really thick
If they do,
skeletons.
all the old skeletons are just poof out the window. And you cannot buy single 28 mils right now. So, GW, if you do that, great marketing move, also fuck you. But
I think you know, or even they, because they only done it with the Howling Banshees. Like, I don't think they have like where it's like new Howling Banshees are 28 mil, old or not. But I think the models are so old that no one cares.
I mean,
Then there's
it can be.
these ones, which are very cool. I'm just surprised. The silhouettes of these zombies showed them with bigger hands. Because one of the things I hated about the old zombies is they had massive hands. Massive hands. Look at this one guy. He's got a branch for an arm. That
And
dude.
he's just branching out, okay?
Ha,
The,
ha,
some
ha.
of the, like the random twigs sticking out of them, some people haven't liked, but it's easy to change and fix. So.
Yeah, you can cut them.
Yeah, but like and
They
it's
look so
the fact
cool,
that they've
though.
not all been staked 1 foot underground, and like this is the people of the cursed city being like, why do the zombies keep attacking us? It's like because you bury your people like
In the
under
wrong
like
place.
under a single cup
Exactly.
of dirt, and you're like, why do they rise up? Like, oh, stakes don't work. Just bury them deeper.
Bring them deeper. Not using one piece of thin wood. Good evening.
Multiple layers. Multiple thin layers.
Yeah.
Multiple thin layers. Look at that. It's got a hammer, though.
They got the big butcher's knife. There's a scythe. There's a sword.
So badass.
There's a
And
shovel.
the one just picked up the shovel. You buried me with this. Yes. Fun zombies.
Don't bury the zombies with shovels.
Yes.
I had to dig my fucking way up.
You're not supposed to put the shovel in with the zombie when you're burying it.
It's getting rid of the evidence.
Exactly.
But these are my favorites.
The
fellow
bats.
bats.
They're so cool.
The bats look
I
really
think
badass.
these get MVP most improved.
Oh, yeah, compared to the old
Oh,
ones, which
I'm
were
on
so derpy.
I mean,
Flippin' hell.
You put the bar real low when you look at the old fell bats. Like
Oh, no, they're horrible.
They looked really bad. Yes.
But these ones are real awesome.
can you
Really-
can you dig up a picture super quick?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I don't want to corrupt my downloading device.
Wow.
Then, probably my favorite part about all the Soul Blood stuff is definitely that book, because that is one sexy-ass looking book.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that picture, that weird kind of 80s vampire face with that stunning armor and the mace and all the dead things all around him.
and like whether we're gonna get a new zombie dragon in the background there, or whether that's just a picture of what zombie dragons currently are meant to look like.
Yeah.
As far as I know, the kit is sold out online.
So it could be. We could get a new one.
Ooh, have we seen anything in the rumors which relate to it?
Also, we haven't seen like the whole thought of like fleshy cords being like swooshed back into them. Doesn't seem to be a thing that happens. So
But that's good.
There is nothing even on the cover art. Definitely, you can take them as allies. That's gonna be a thing, of
yeah,
course.
it's gonna be. But it's like they're not just.
Yeah, it's not gonna be one
they're not
battle
just
dog
Legion
of
of
just.
Nagash back to whooshed back.
Well, it never was because Legions of Nagash cannot take fleshy records.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're just like some weird... They're like the strange cousin running around the realm of death.
That's exactly what
No,
it is.
like-
Well, any realm.
Yeah.
We know there is actually a really relevant part in Teclis with Archon invading and what do you call them? The Flesh Eater Court of the Realm of Light.
Yeah.
Not all of them are happy to have Archon and the Bone Reapers around.
Yeah.
So the ones that are not happy start disappearing.
Huh. Okay, so next we go on to the mysterious part of the preview. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Some theories around. So
I like the one that you shared.
Some fairies around. Yeah, I
Fairies.
think he is
Maybe
fairy.
fairies.
some of the thoughts are he's a Kurnothi, so the Sylvaneth, the new models. He has his shield kind of gives a bit of vibe to that. He's like he's a centaur, so like that could be the horns are kind of could be the theory that Vince all hail
I actually agree with him.
has said is he thinks it's a destruction character who's he escaped from the mountain that's collapsed on like his collapse and he has escaped from his prison and the mountain then could be
Beast Grave.
Chasm or
Beast Grave.
Beast Grave
Because it's a beast and it's a grave of the beast.
Oh, yeah.
And what does he say when he comes out?
He was trapped under the mountain.
and my people have left him. So.
Beast grave. All my people are dead. My people are all dead. Beast grave. So yeah, I believe that's
What do you
him.
think he's a beast man?
No, he's like a destruction dude, but the beast grave he got out of there.
Beasted.
Huh?
Maybe they're the enslaved ogroids.
It could be
It
Beast
could
Man.
be.
It could be what Vince's theory is. He's like got to be like a god level monster. So he's going to be for destruction, like what Gotrek is. And is there a chaos version of what Gotrek is? Bellical,
No.
Archeon. But he
No.
doesn't. Archeon doesn't have. He allies into all armies. He just has all the keywords, so he goes
Yeah.
into all armies. He doesn't.
Oh,
have
you're
like
thinking Gotrek. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Gotrek.
Yes.
you know,
Sorry. Gotrek. Does it have something like chaos? No, there is no chaos character like Gotrek.
But also, there's now another Order one. So the Order are just like busy buddying up like all left and right with this
Yeah.
elf boy.
But
Right.
Gordrak, like the work that Gordrak is organizing,
Well,
he doesn't know what is calling it. He's just
Yeah.
answering the call.
Yeah, that's the other
That's-
thing. So it's like they're all, and they also
So this could be calling him.
and they're also marching off to some mountain. Because that was in the last White Dwarf, the last segment, which then there's humans and stuff fighting around it, and then they close the door on it. Which maybe that's linked to this, or maybe that's because I don't know, some different mountain they're marching off to, but. We'll
I
see
mean,
when the Tegelsville drops.
I think they're gonna take the Wa to Azir, honestly.
I don't know, like the orcs don't care that much for like just like messing people's day up. They're just like gonna go kill some cities. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're just gonna go try to find the best fight. So maybe Azza has that, but like I think the all points is probably the easiest to find. Since all doors lead
Just go
to
straight to that and then let's have some fun. Yeah, I guess so.
all doors lead to the all points.
Now, on the next one, I don't like Bone Reapers. I don't like the aesthetic. I don't like how they look. I don't like anything about them, to be honest. I don't. I think Catacross is an interesting character, interesting style, but I don't like him. These guys.
He likes Fat
In fact-
Cross, though.
None of these guys. All those guys at the back, they're okay. This bad boy in front,
This front dude, yeah, he's very cool.
that is amazing.
A Soul Reaper Executioner.
It's like, it's a Nightbringer proxy.
I don't think he's big enough. Though.
But still, he's glorious. He's really glorious. I think it's very cool. Again, it just reinforces the thing that if you have a Age of Sigmar army and they release an Underworld's Warband that works in your army, buy it. It's cheap. The models are amazing. And
Especially the Mortek guard can just be like plopped into any squad, except the Archer boy, but like
But still.
you could be the squad captain and you can just like so you can see him separate.
Or you could make him as an objective.
Get back the special boy who knows how to shoot because of it.
Exactly.
But like definitely this like maybe there's the executioners coming as a squad option and he's like a special either he's like a squad captain or he's a special character.
They're gonna have him as a special hero with the bodyguard.
Yeah, that's what
But
they're
okay,
doing
so
with a lot
next-
of them so far.
So whether his bodyguard is like a squad of dudes who are similar to him or whether they're
Yeah.
like just cleft like the Mortek guard. But
I think it's gonna be more the guard that has been trained, well, not trained, but like built for more trained.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Then we go on to the world of Warhammer 40k. The Necromander got their upgrade for the House of Faith, House Cordal, and all their craziness, and the Redemptionist got some stuff there. What I'm liking about these new Necromander books is they all got this whole like 3-person picture to the front of them. It's all like reminiscent art, but each one's with their own house style in it. Looks very cool. Like we had the House of Iron before,
Oh yeah.
and the House of Chains and all that. And it was really cool. So that's awesome. I want to see the guys I like and what they do. What their book's going to look like. What they're called? I forget their name.
They are the Inquisition dudes.
No.
I don't remember the name.
Skinheads.
The Luck.
That's it.
Yes.
I love them. You can see the Redemptionist. There's the models we were looking at that we didn't know what they were. And there's the person specifically holding a book and a very weird mace flamer thing. It's like,
So
let's
in
make
the
a
previews,
chainsaw
remember they said
with a flamer.
they mount flamers on everything.
They mount flamers on their teacups,
Yep.
on their cars,
Keep the tea warm.
on their
That makes
children.
sense. I'd do the same.
That's awesome. This guy just loves wearing a hat made of fire.
You mix them with the Age of Sigmar. There's the flamey team.
Yeah.
So all the flamey people.
Also, if you decide to run Sisters of Battle, you can still run priests. Buy a box of these guys, and there's a priest for you right there.
What is that box?
Is that a chain axe? That's a chain axe. Oh my gosh, it's a chain axe with a flamer on the top. Okay, that works. There's like an auto gun with a flamer, and everything with a flamer. Yeah,
Because they put flamers everywhere.
it's just brilliant. It's just one guy running with 2 auto pistols. Good for him.
That shoots
Um,
flames.
Right, and then we got the new Hardball Box, which is a new starter box. Looks like it's going to be a slightly cheaper one compared to the last ones I did. Also, how's that for an industrial piercing right there?
Industrial piercing?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
In the
Look
ear.
at that.
Look at that. That is badass. Like, never mind the rod going through. There's just 3 rods on the outside running through. That is insane.
Damn.
And there we go. That's the new box they've got. This box looks nice and cheap. Look, any Necromander players who are looking for some templates, I have many.
Yes, hey.
Let us know.
They make
We'll
good
give them to you.
coasters as well.
Basically, coasters and things to I don't know, mix drinks with, really. And yeah, so that's going to be the new box there. It's coming with House Delac in there, and House Escher with a bunch of dice, some, what they call them, sorry, not that one. These are the old, what's that Forge World terrain thing? That Forge World special version of fighting?
Zone Mortalis.
That's it, Zone Mortalis. This is Zone Mortalis blocks. Very cool.
Yep. Very cool indeed.
We move on to
It's only like
Mainstream
200 pounds or
40K.
something for the whole 6-foot table of Mortalis. So
getting that's not a problem. Yeah,
it'll be fun to play on. I think that'll be really great.
it would be. I've always wanted to play Zone Mortalis and have a Dreadnought lumbering through the walls.
Now that it's 40k, like made by Games Workshop and not made by Forge World, it's now at least plausible.
Yes, exactly. Here we have the new Adeptus Mechanicus Skitari Marshal
Beat your ass with a little
with a stick.
police stick. He's from the UK.
Yep. He just looks insanely badass.
Dissuader.
Dissuader. But
Look at
yeah,
that.
also very, very nice. I like his new kind of crown, the different face, everything. Nice little details to him. Obviously, that's the herald of the brand new Adeptus Mechanicus Codex, which will be coming out soon. That
This
art
cover.
looks amazing.
This cover.
It's very John Blanche.
It's a lot.
It's like a John Blanche using colours other than brown and sepia.
It's also more. It's like simpler than like other codexes. It feels.
That's actually very true.
It's. I find it darker, which I like,
Mm.
but not just in colors. The vibe.
Like, what I hate is the other day when they put up the thing saying that the Dark Eldar Codex is up for pre-order. I stared at that codex for ages because it was so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
The artwork on these new codexes are too good. They're just too good. You want to look at every detail. They're beautiful. And my favorite of the whole thing, this thing. I love it. It's a moving church with cannons.
As they usually have.
It's just so cool. You just look at that. All the fire, all the castigation with that castigator cannon. It's basically the Sister's Predator has joined the fray.
It's one of the options, right?
Yeah, you get autocannons as well.
Spear.
This
Twin-linked
makes me
autocannons.
sad.
In the Giants bit, there's a Mortec Guard Spear. There's a little bucket thing that looks like a Slanesh.
A Slanesh bucket.
And then there's like a hooked claw thing, which I don't know. But it's like, hey, Mortec Guard and Slanesh ahead of the time.
Nice.
Who knew? But yeah, cool. This new tank is very sick. Like,
Oh,
it's
man.
like the Lehman Russ and the Predator had a baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a church.
In a
In a
church.
church.
Church. Yes.
Oof.
They
That-
did it
that's
in the
getting
holy and
kinkier
pure
and
way.
kinkier.
No. It was very pure.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, look at that. Look at those autocannons. That's just glorious.
Yeah, that looks badass. So the question is, are they getting a new codex?
Of course they're going to get
Yes,
one.
Definitely, yeah.
And then the last thing that they showed in the show was these guys.
Yeah, Gore Grunters. I mean,
I mean,
Not
crazy,
Gore Grunters.
crazy squig running weirdos. We know there's a Gavin somewhere. He might not have appeared tonight, but there's a Gavin who's excited about it, but doesn't want to be excited because he's just painted a whole bunch of trucks.
it's like Orcs for the first time are getting snake bites back. Like as an actual, like...
Yeah.
Are snake bites even in the Codex?
Yeah.
That's
far as
awesome.
I have no idea.
They've got
I
like...
think they are.
There's like the red ones go faster, and then the shooty ones, the purple
No,
ones
sure,
sneak
snake bites are
more.
there.
Like,
The yellow, the evil sons. No, that's the red. Yellow
Yeah.
kids.
yellow gets... Yeah, so it's like some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a few other models still to come. So I wonder, will the orcs get a new codex and these guys will be in it?
I think
Or
so.
will it be in a
Two.
separate book?
Second
A
book,
book of Orc.
Caradon Battletome 2. Caradon, the book.
Yes. No, that's exactly what will happen then. They'll get a totally separate thing.
It could be a different
I don't
type of
think
orcs,
so.
but like, it's also adding more models like they're doing now with Sisters getting a codex, sort of adding all the new models. Lumineth getting a new codex, we've got 11 new kits. OBR probably at some point getting a new book with like the new things in it.
The one
The one new
warband.
thing, but I imagine there's going to be more stuff because they only got 5, the same as the Ossia, the Lumineth.
Really?
We've probably got 7, 8, and Lumineth's got same sort of. Same
We need the
sort
shooty boys, that's all. Then
What
the rest
for?
is
Do you need shooty boys?
the
the-
shooty Mortec Guard.
Yeah, you only need one more unit. You don't need more.
No, we need plenty more just
No,
to piss you off.
Yeah.
But that's the piss Darren
More
edition.
yeah, it's Darren needs to be irritated. You see, like Ossiarch Bone Reapers are the Tau of
He's talking up.
because Tau, we hate Tau. Tau are just a bad army. And just badly made. Whoever thought them up was like smoking crack.
I love the lore of the tower.
But
So,
they appeared out of nowhere.
If I take Darren now, I turn him like upside down and
Salt.
starts doing
Iron
this.
salt.
Salt
Yeah.
comes out of him.
Exactly. No, Tau suck. Yeah, it's just
Until the codex, and then we're all sad. Then the salt comes
that's
out.
the problem. Then we really hate them.
Yeah, as it's supposed to be. You bully them and then the bully bullies you.
He goes and does some gym and shoots you.
Exactly.
Nice.
Shoots you from afar because now it can hold better guns. That's the whole point of it. Caradrons are the Tau of Sigmar, let's face
Oh
it.
no, okay, sure, but that's in rules wise, not actually because they're not hated as much.
People don't hate Bone Reapers. They really don't.
No, just me.
Wow.
Anyways, so on to our next piece of the show, where we're talking about a Age of Sigmar campaign.
Yes.
Yes, so basically what's happening is this weirdo over here has grabbed a bunch of people together and he's going to be running an Age of Sigmar campaign. Now tell us all about it. What happens?
Right, so the idea behind the campaign is that there is this artifact that is old and powerful and not a nice piece of work that has been locked away long ago because it's so strong and powerful and dangerous that even the Chaos worshippers are kind of like, we don't really want to use this. It's that dark. But because of where we are now in the in the situation in the mortal realms, shit is not really nice and friendly at the moment.
No,
There's a lot of
because
stuff
normal
that is
people are
happening.
becoming gods.
Well, yes, not just, but yes, that too. Murati has got godhood. Slanesh is coming back. Teklis wants to close what Nagash has done with magic.
Oh, cool.
That's
So no
why
more
Teklis-
endless spells. Good.
Well, no, clearly they cannot do that because that's
Because they made you buy all the products.
exact. I mean that would be GW style, but
I think it'd be like
no,
battle before the time when the endless spells were into.
Or you can just be like the armies that still contain, who have controlled some endless spells. And you just add them, make them more heavy in points.
I think they're just going to be different. They're not going to be the way we are now. But anyway,
It's
the
not
point
game
is,
breaking. So it
no,
doesn't
I
matter.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Point is, oh yeah, chaos is on the rise. We know that. There is destruction coming. Belacor has found a way to stop reincarnation of the Stormcast. He can trap the souls. The situation is not good for anyone at this time. The only one that is actually the one that is suffering the most is Nagash. He's weak at the moment. He's described as very weak. So, whatever. There's whispers around the mortal realms of these artifacts. So there's different generals that are gonna try and retrieve the artifact, whether to stop the use of it, whether to use it and claim an edge over everyone else. That the campaign is gonna decide. And yeah, it's gonna be people fight. The winner gets a clue. The clue tells you something about the final location. There's gonna be, after 7 clues, not 7 battles, but when you collect 7 clues, then you get access to the last location. And then whoever gets there first has a chance to unlock the artifact. And we will see what's going to happen. Last time we had a proper campaign, there was a dwarf that could kill pretty much anything and anyone. So let's see what happens then. I'm excited.
No, it's going to be fun.
It's supposed
It's
to
super
be fun, small, and friendly. Not as in friendly, but as in casual. Try out stuff that we usually wouldn't play in more competitive games. There's still going to be a chance to do that, absolutely, but it's to grow something. And we are going to tell you the story. We're going to try and give you a breakdown of what happens. Maybe some battle reports as well, if we can manage. That would
Definitely.
be nice. But there's going to be a tale of the Cursed Scroll to be told. So stay tuned. Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
It'll be fun. And who's taking part?
So the people that are taking part at the moment is the Bad Crew, and then Sven, Peter, and Ryan.
Nice.
And I believe that the armies that are going to be used, we can actually announce them.
Oh, yeah.
Warclans, more specifically Aranjos for Ryan, Beastmen for Peter. Sven is taking Siege. Demons or Mortals, actually, we don't know. I'm actually super keen to see what's going to happen on that one. Bradley, what are you using?
I'm growing 3 peoples.
Nice. Darren? Have you
You'll
decided?
be running Slanesh.
Mortals. And, well, I was torn between 2, and then I had a chat with this wonderful beast. And,
Wasn't my fault.
no, I know that I want to play Death, simply to have all the factions represented. And remember, I told you I wanted to play Bone Reapers to try something out.
Yeah.
And then you made a really good point. Run the Soulblight Grave Lords as a last farewell goodbye.
Before they turn into something
Yeah.
amazing.
Hopefully. So I decided to go full-on Soulblight, and there's going to be vampires.
Yes.
And I decided to, just because I have it and they're fun, a single unit of Darwolves. Because it's all about stuff that moves a lot.
That's cool.
Yay. So that.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's going to start soon. There's going to be some cool stuff happening. We're going to show you. Yeah.
Fun. So we should be doing that very soon. And on to
No,
the
not
last part.
No, not Night Hunts.
No. Which is sad because they're getting new stuff.
They're getting a hero.
They'll be getting a book.
a new Codex with that.
Yeah.
Because I need it real bad. Unless it's going to be in the Broken Realms Bellicor.
Oh, I don't think so.
I mean, they chuck in anything. There are going to be 3 peoples in every one of these books.
But that's because there's cities everywhere. Come on, let's face it.
but
There's a
Dark
city
Ones,
everywhere.
it's like the same as
They could be, honestly.
in Techless. Do we know where the plague people are? Where the maggot king are?
It's set in the realm of light.
Light. Yeah. Okay, so maggot king are there. They're just like following around.
I agree with what you said once. Of like, hey, go fight them. They're there. Ah! Meanwhile, eating popcorn.
So the maggot king just chilling on the side and being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you." And then the other chaos guys stepped in and started fighting, and they're like, "Yeah, guys, it's time. Go, go, go!" Through the gate into the realm of light. And be like, "Yeah, we're not alone." And then
So when they get there, the job's done, and the Mega King are like, "Oh."
They get there, and anyone who they were waiting for was already dead. They're like, "Oh, we were joking about that. Make a joke, bro." And then like the elves just beat the crap out of them. But
Yep, very, very likely.
it'll be fun. Hopefully, some sneaky plans of Father Nurgle or whatever. Grandfather Nurgle, what's it?
Grandfather Nurgle always wins.
I just wonder whether he would side. I don't think he would ever side with my gosh.
Who Nurgle? No, they completely different. The
But
Gush
now-
is absolute end.
Yeah.
Whereas
They don't like each other. Remember the story that you shared?
Yeah,
The one with Manfred?
yeah, they really don't like each other.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. What is Manfred?
Oh, was that
doing?
the tree? Because there was the
Tree Demon?
Broken Realm short story with Manfred and he summoned
Summoning
a demon.
great and clean one.
What
Was
was it?
It was a great and clean one.
Was it?
It was.
It's like a Nurgle tree or something.
Ah.
It was a great and clean one that like was a tree. He just like appears and goes because only a great and clean one would have the power that one had, and also only a great and clean one would be able to be controlled that much.
Well, not controlled that much.
Well, break it so easily.
Oh, I mean, it was the
Yeah.
corpse falling on the protective.
In the wrong way.
I had supernatural vibes from that. It was just like
Yes.
salt on the ground, and then the wind gusts, and they're like, "Oh no, demon's free."
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
exactly.
Oh,
That's
no,
exactly
no,
the
no,
moment that
no.
happened when
Yep.
the great and clean was like, "You didn't do your enchantments right. Sorry, buddy." And then the what's it?
Shigaroth.
Yeah, just like
The Abyssal Terror. That was actually so badass. So
those
just going.
abyssal terrors.
Shigaroth, go. He's gonna
I
have
just
this
saw it
shit
turn
for
into a
while.
catty. I just saw it turn into a cat, just going like meow,
Get the mouse. Go.
basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
But it's interesting what he says while he's about to banish the demon completely. Yes, you're right. My task is madness.
Ah,
It's a crazy one. So
Death in the gash. Go.
nice.
I think
So, I think we're kind of onto the last part of the evening, which is us discussing what's happening with the podcast for the next few
did
weeks.
we say something about the crusade? Sorry, I can't remember.
Oh, we did. We mentioned the
Okay,
Crusade.
sorry,
the
sorry.
Crusade next week, basically.
Yes.
Nothing really.
Sorry, I literally
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
So, the Bad Warmer podcast has struggled over the last 2 weeks with some technical issues. Now we've had some problems with marks. We've had issues with a few things. We've also struggled a lot with load shedding. Now we know for the next week or so, we're probably going to not have load shedding because the government's being nice to us because of Easter, right? Well, ESCOM, whoever's being nice to us because of Easter. But either way, load shedding will return. And to deal with this, we're actually going to be delaying our podcast quite a lot. We're going to be doing it twice a month. Every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, we'll be doing these shows. These kind of like magazine news shows where we sit down and discuss things and all that.
Hang on.
Content we'll be talking about will be things like latest stuff that's happened,
What's happening in the campaign?
what's happened in the campaign, what's happened
What
in the
we are
Crusades,
doing.
what we're
Things,
doing,
yeah.
the different events that are coming out, any fun things that have happened, any things you guys are doing. So you as a community keep sending us stuff. Every week we show things off. This week we didn't have anything though. But we like to show off what you guys are doing as well. There's also another Warhammer campaign Warhammer day that we'll be running off like a quick slow grow with Travis and Gavin and them. Going to be doing a quick thing one Saturday afternoon. And so we'll bring back some reports on that. And we intend to, when we're not airing, make other content for you guys. Stuff like battle reports and,
Shorter and more frequent.
shorter, more frequent content and just basically trying to make it more worth your while.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
We're
we'll see how
gonna
it
try.
goes
We're gonna
because,
try.
we all do have day jobs and a lot of things going on in our lives as well. So we do try our best to push out decent content for you.
It's like I really enjoy playing Warhammer and like watching battle reports. So trying to add my 2 cents to the battle report cloud of details in the world. And there's painting. Andrea's really good at. So we all have some skill at that, and maybe it can be helpful to people. But so if you have any suggestions on content, we can try a hand at.
Yeah. Ask us things that you want to see.
Yeah, because it's not just local to Durban, but trying to expand into the greater world.
Exactly. Yep. Also, next week, we will be launching our new Discord server, where you guys as a community can jump on, make comments,
share, interact,
and basically share and interact with us and let us know what you think about things. Also, we'll be running a competition very soon, where we're giving out a whole lot of really cool stuff. Our sponsors are helping us out and throwing some things at us that we'll be throwing all at you guys. And yeah, so watch this space. Keep an eye out on the Instagram. Keep an eye out on our Facebook page and obviously on YouTube as well. As usual, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Hit that little bell because then you'll know when next we're doing another show or when we put something up. And we will be putting a lot of stuff up soon. It's just obviously with time and with our lives and everything else. Yeah, things do get a little bit crazy. Either way, we want to say thank you guys for supporting us. It's been almost a year now.
Yep.
Almost a year that we've been doing this. And I mean, we've had some awesome times. We've had a lot of dedicated people that we've seen on the stream tonight who've rocked up there and who've just been religiously supporting us every week that we're on. And sometimes shouting at us when we couldn't make it. And really, we appreciate it. And we really thank you guys a lot for being there for us. And yeah, we just want to continue and carry on making cool stuff for you guys.
Yay!
Basically, yay!
Yay!
Yeah. Also,
painting tutorial.
Probably one of the most exciting bits about it, just before we end the night, probably, we'll definitely want to put some paint tutorials out. We'll tap into this guy and make him actually do some work because, he barely ever does do work. I'm just going to keep that quiet because no one's going to say anything on that. We'll do that. I'm going to see if we can produce more stuff for you and everything.
It can be like, here's the pro painted stuff. And then here's Brad being like, here's 5 minutes. Get the thing done. Get your models painted. Get the game going. Brute force your army.
Yeah. So that'll be us, really. And yeah, probably the most important part is we've got... thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad we're doing awesome. Woo. Yay, we're doing a thing. And we're going to try our best to keep up with the good work. And with that, most importantly, and probably one of the most exciting parts, is that we've recently just signed a deal with one of the biggest companies in the world in wargaming. And they want us to tell you guys